Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. But today we start the new season with an AFC West division battle right out of the gate, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 6, 5, 97. Ready.
A first carry for the all-pro running back. It's Josh Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
Let's go now.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. This is taken at the 18. Pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
To throw, here's Ward. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. DeAndre Swift, 68 yards. And the Raiders are on the board here first in the season opener. Groupie able to add the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Broncos nothing.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
They go play action here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Second and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. A solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable and usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Here's second and 10. They'll drop to throw. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Another completion there. You know, we think about the draft back in the spring. He was selected, obviously, the #1 overall pick. There's great money with that, but, Charles, I would think maybe an extra burden, too, or is that not that big of a deal at all?
It actually is in the beginning of his career an added burden, but it's one of those things that if you play well, it becomes something that justifies why you were taken #1. You're fine with that. If you don't play well, it can be an albatross.
A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team running the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Now a second and 10. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. He'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Jacobs. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. George Pickens. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
But that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here with a 1st and 10.
Taken down.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Once again, it's Swift. And he's going to burn his way forward to the 48. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Throwing is Ward. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They go play action with Ward. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
From the gun, here's Swift. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun, here's Ward. That is caught. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 19. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet, as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They fake the handoff. Now Ward. That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the
touchdown! Brenton Strange from 4 yards out. And the Raiders have taken the lead. A point after, good by Groupie. And that makes the score 14-7.
Broncos 7.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Here's 2nd and 8. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That's caught again by Schultz. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in college. Is delivered to the NFL.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On play action, they'll throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38.
1st down, Denver.
Back to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Broncos' 35-yard line.
To throw is Ward. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
It's a pickup of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Cowboy 80.
They go play action with Ward. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up.
And 7.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing now, Ward. They're looking for Jeudy, but it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the 1st half.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Okay, ready?
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now, you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now, with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said hello to big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Matt Ariza now on to punt this one away. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. They run out of the gun with Swift. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And it's going to be caught. It's a rookie from Clemson. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play there on the catch and run. 39 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Hawk 70, Hawk, Cowboy 80. No.
They'll run with the Rutgers man, Kyle Monungai. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner?
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Cam Ward with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Quickly able to add the PAT. And it's now 21-7.
Broncos 7.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free possession game.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught downfield by Pickens. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 34. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now they'll audible to something else. Again, he'll drop to throw. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass from the 5 falls incomplete, and the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. Goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Cup 19! Cup 19! Ready?
Swift going to try up the middle. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Loose inside the 30. inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Kyle Managai, 64 yards. And the Raiders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. And a point after, good by Groupie.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Broncos 7.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Now back to throw.
Now he'll
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Raiders pick it up.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he'll go down at the 28.
It's a gain of 2.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. On play action, Ward. This will be caught. Judy.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Jerry Judy.
27 yards.
And the Raiders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Groupie able to add the PAT.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Broncos.
He'll drop to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line.
That's good for a Broncos first down.
Back to throw again.
Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, now they'll shift things around. Gets this out wide to Pickens.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down.
So that a nice throw, but it hasn't really turned out to be the grand debut that many had hoped for. His team's down double digits. So what have you seen, CD?
About what I expected, really, because for a youngster making his first start in the NFL, I kind of expected to see these things. A few bumps along the way, maybe not the plays you expect to see or want to see. But remember, he's not going to the Hall of Fame about this first start. It's going to be an accumulation of games before we have a fully accurate reading.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Broncos first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Yeah, the Broncos are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. But this game well in hand. Perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions. No.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
George Pickens.
Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Boswell for the extra point. It's good, and it's now 35-14.
Makes the score Raiders 35, Broncos 14. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Second and 9. Here's Ward. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
3rd and 5.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
He finds Pickens over the middle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. Well, stating the obvious, this is going to be one that the rookie quarterback is going to want to forget pretty quickly.
And what quarterback has not gone through this in their rookie year?
Yeah, they all have. I guess it's cliche, but these are the ones you hope to grow from, right?
It's just part of life on the road in the NFL. He has to learn from it and grow.
They'll run right here with Swift.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift running left.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38.
74 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
3rd and 2. On the handoff, this is Swift. Through the middle of the field.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Raiders up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. And a point after, good by Groupie.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Broncos 14.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic of good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Adafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll set up to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Calvin Ridley, 55 yards.
And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit.
Boswell good with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
42. Broncos 21. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, CD, this is the ideal situation. The fourth quarter, you come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week one. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Raiders, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.